Check out all the action from Round 4 of the Lucas Oil AMA Pro Motocross Championship. Round 4, about a half hour south of Washington, D.C., the Budds Creek National, Mechanicsville, Maryland. Go to the 250 class first, and first off the line is Dean Wilson, Monster Energy Pro Circuit Kawasaki rider, won here last year. He had riders in hot pursuit, though, including his teammate Tyler Rattray, Kyle Cunningham, Darren Duran, Eli Tomac, Brock Tickle, but not pictured, last week's dominant winner, Blake Baggett, who is back in the pack. And a lot of people were bracing themselves for Baggett to put in a late race charge as usual. He went off the track. It didn't happen. He would only finish 7th. Up front, Rattray kept his teammate Wilson honest all the way down to the end, but Dino is hard to beat out here at Budds Creek, and he takes the first moto victory over Rattray and their other teammate on that squad, Brock Tickle. Moving to moto number 2, this time Wilson does not get the start. He's buried back in the pack. A bunch of Yamaha riders, Gannon Audette, Gareth Swanepoel, battling with Rattray early. Rattray would bust through and grab the number 1 spot. Justin Barsha in the 17 Geico Power Sports Honda would follow him and pressure Rattray most of the race, but was not able to make the move. As for Wilson, a bad start for him would only allow him to get up to 3rd, and via 2-1 scores, Rattray is going to win the overall. As for Baggett, he crashed on lap 1 of Moto 2 and was only able to, again, get back to 7th. So that's your 250 class. More victories for Monster Pro Circuit Kawasaki, and Rattray extends his points lead from 2 to 4. Let's go to the 450 class. Chad Reed, your series leader, is going to nail the start here in moto number 1, but did not quite have the pace he wanted early. Mike Alessi on the Red Bull KTM busts down the door, grabs the lead. On lap 2, the man on the move is Monster Kawasaki's Ryan Villapoto. He would get around Reed and then go after his old buddy Alessi. They have had many great battles, many of them at this racetrack. And Villapoto would make the move, take the lead, and pull away just like he did at the first moto a week ago at High Point, Pennsylvania. As for Alessi, he soon had heat from both Reed and Dungey. Ryan Dungey would move up to the number 2 spot, past both riders, but was dealt about a 9-second gap to Villapoto. But late in the race, Villapoto stalls the bike, Dungey closes the gap, and they battled it out all the way to the finish, but Villapoto will hang on over Dungey. Reed, a distant and disappointed 3rd. Moto number 2, Reed would figure out a way to rebound. Alessi would grab the early lead, no surprise. Dungey was 2nd, but Reed quickly pounces, passes Dungey for the number 2 spot, passes Alessi for the number 1 spot. Dungey would go around Alessi as well and keep the pressure on Reed for 30 minutes and 2 laps. A great battle between these two, but Villapoto was not able to get in it. He would get to the number 3 spot, but he was struggling. He said he had a stomach ache and was simply not able to keep the pace of the leaders, so he's not going to win the overall. It's going to come down to Dungey versus Reed. Try as he might, Dungey was not able to make the pass on Reed, like he wasn't able to get around Villapoto in moto number 1, and Reed, bouncing back from a tough first moto, wins the moto and the overall. That's 3 wins in 4 races for the 2-2. Great racing here, and we don't take any breaks. We'll be racing in Colorado next weekend and at Red Bud in Michigan next. Go to allysports.com for all the information on the Lucas Oil AMA Pro Motocross Championship.